Once upon a time, in the heart of a vibrant forest, lived a little sparrow named Chinu. With soft brown feathers and bright, curious eyes, Chinu was known for his sweet songs that filled the air each morning. However, beneath his cheerful melody, Chinu carried a heavy heart filled with worries and fears. Chinu often gazed up at the sky and watched the majestic eagles soar effortlessly above the treetops. He admired their powerful wings and lofty heights, wishing with all his heart to be like them. "Oh, to be an eagle," he would whisper to himself. "They never have to worry about finding food, running from predators, or feeling the sting of the rain. They are so far removed from all this suffering." As days turned into weeks, Chinu became increasingly absorbed in his thoughts. He spent his time feeling trapped and small, seeing every storm as a threat, every strong gust of wind as a personal attack. When dark clouds gathered, he would retreat to the safety of his nest, trembling with fear. Even the rustle of the leaves made him pause, convinced that danger lurked around every corner. One day, while hiding in his nest from yet another storm, Chinu noticed an old owl perched on a nearby branch. The wise owl had seen many seasons come and go, and he carried a wealth of knowledge etched in the lines of his face. Chinu watched as the owl calmly observed the world, unfazed by the pouring rain. Gathering his courage, Chinu called out, "Wise owl, why are you not afraid? The rain is so heavy, and the winds are so strong." The owl turned his gaze towards Chinu, his eyes full of wisdom. "Little sparrow," he replied, "fear is a choice. Suffering is a part of life, but it does not have to overwhelm you. It is how you respond to those challenges that defines your experience." Chinu felt confused. "But wise owl, the storms frighten me. I want to fly high like the eagles, where there is no fear, no pain." The owl nodded thoughtfully. "You see the eagles fly high, but you do not see the storms they face or the challenges they conquer. They use the wind to lift them, as you can learn to do. Suffering comes not from the challenges themselves, but from your reaction to them." Determined to understand, Chinu asked, "What should I do then? How can I stop suffering?" The owl replied, "Instead of wishing to be something you are not, embrace who you are. Reflect on the strengths you possess and the beauty of your own existence. You may not be an eagle, but you are a unique sparrow, and there is much to discover in that." The next day. Chinu awoke with a flicker of hope. He decided to venture out and discover what the wise owl meant. As he flitted through the trees, he started noticing things he had overlooked before. The vibrant flowers that glistened with raindrops, the cheerful chatter of his fellow birds, and the way the fresh scent of earth filled the air after a storm. He made a point to embrace the challenges he faced. When the wind blew strong, instead of resisting, he would spread his wings wide and let it lift him, soaring just above the treetops. With practice, he learned how to ride the gusts, feeling exhilarated by the rush of air beneath his wings. One sunny afternoon, he met a group of children playing in a nearby garden. They laughed and chased each other while scattering bits of bread. Chinu felt a pang of hunger, but his instinct to hide kicked in. Just then, he remembered the owl's words. With a deep breath, he decided to take a chance. He hopped down from the branch and flitted between the children, chirping joyfully. To his surprise, the children noticed him and began tossing crumbs his way, encouraging him to join their fun. As he pecked at the crumbs, Chinu felt a sense of freedom envelop him. The joy in their laughter reminded him of the happiness he had once known before succumbing to fear. He realized that embracing his identity as a sparrow did not mean he had to live in fear. It meant fully engaging in life. Over time. Convinced he had much more to learn, Chinu sought out the wise owl again. He perched beside him, eager for guidance. "I have started to embrace who I am and take risks, but I still feel afraid sometimes," he admitted. The owl smiled gently. "Fear is a natural part of life. It shows you are alive and aware. The key is to harness that fear and transform it into motivation. When you encounter a challenge, pause for a moment. Ask yourself what you can learn from it, how you can adapt or grow." Inspired, Chinu spent the following weeks exploring different parts of the forest, facing his fears time and again. He discovered that when a storm hit, he could find safe spots, like cozy hollows in large trees or dense bushes where he could wait it out. He learned to recognize the signs of approaching predators, developing quick reflexes that kept him safe. Chinu also made new friends among the other birds. He no longer watched from the sidelines but joined in their games, sharing stories and songs. The joy that filled his heart was infectious, and he began singing with more enthusiasm than ever before. One day, while his friends were gathered, Chinu saw an eagle soaring above. Unlike before, he did not feel envy or despair. Instead, he felt a sense of camaraderie. After all, the eagle also faced challenges. With newfound confidence, he flew higher, riding the updrafts, joining the eagle in the sky. "You fly well, little sparrow," the eagle called, impressed. "You have learned to master the winds." Chinu beamed with pride. Thank you. I've learned that strength comes not from the height of my flight, but from my willingness to embrace each moment, no matter the challenges. Asterisk, asterisk, a lesson for all. As the seasons changed and the years went by, Chinu continued to thrive in the forest. He became known as a symbol of resilience among the forest creatures. He shared the wisdom he had gained from the wise owl, teaching others that suffering is not an enemy to be defeated, but a teacher to understand. Every young bird that felt afraid he would invite to join him, showing them how to embrace their fears and celebrate their unique identities. By doing so, he helped others realize that true freedom comes from within and that happiness can be found in every moment, no matter how difficult. Asterisk, asterisk, moral of the story. Suffering often arises not from our circumstances, but from our perspectives and reactions. True peace and happiness come from embracing who we are, facing our fears, learning from challenges, and transforming suffering into strength and wisdom. Life is a journey of growth, and every experience, good or bad, can lead us toward deeper understanding and joy.